Hello, my name is Fran. I have colon cancer stage 4, and this is video 7, I believe. Whoops, I brought my pills in here. I was checking the calendar. I started my chemo pills April 23rd, and these pills are called Xeloda. Got them right here. And anyway, I take 3 in the morning and 3 at night, and they look like this. I don't know if you can see them. And so I take 3 of these in the morning and 3 of them at night. And they're 500 milligrams. And Xeloda is spelled Xeloda. So I took them for 2 weeks. You take them morning and night. 3 in the morning, 3 at night. For 2 weeks, then you're off 1 week, so you don't take any pills for 1 week. Then you go back on for 2 weeks, then you're off a week. Okay, so I did that, and the first 2 weeks, I was fine. I really didn't have any symptoms at all that I noticed. You know, I was feeling pretty good, and then the doctor said, you know, usually the hands and feet are what people complain about, and that's usually later. It gets worse as the chemo goes on. I'm like, oh, great, so it means it might still not agree with me. So it's only been, 2 weeks. So then I did 2 more weeks. Then I started getting symptoms. And this past week it got really, really bad where it started with my hands numbing. And, well, you get sweats too. Like you break out and like you'll just start dripping wet or get like your body feels like a heat come over it. Almost like, fire under your skin, like real hot and like in the middle of the night. And then you get chills sometimes, and then you get the sweats, and then you get chills. And sometimes at night I'll be like pulling the sheets off of me and just like, no sheets. And then all of a sudden I get cold, freezing, and I'm like with the blankets over me. And so that's a symptom. And also another symptom, the hands. They say it gets dry and peeling. I haven't had that yet. But what I did have was pins and needles in my fingers, and my hands were numb. And my right hand, it was scary because it hurt. And, I'm like shaking it out. And in the mornings, it seems to be worse too. Like when I woke up in the morning, my hands just, they were hurting. I couldn't even bend them. And I tried to open my pill bottle. I couldn't even like open the pill bottle. It hurt so bad to put any pressure on my hands. And it was just tingling and hurting. And that was really bad. And then I don't know if I caught a cold, but I had a really bad sore throat and extreme headache for about 2 days, real bad. And so that's gone away though. And what I was going to say with the Xeloda, so this was the doctor. I'm supposed to be starting my 3rd treatment, which is 2 weeks on and a week off, and the doctor increased it to 4 tablets. Well, I went yesterday for my lab work, which is June 6th, and I told the nurse, and so they told the doctor, and he came out and spoke with me, and I told him that what really scared me, what the side effect was, that my body ached so bad, like I could barely get up, like out of the bed. My lower back like felt like bent over, like an old person. I'm like, oh, it's like your whole body hurts. And I could barely even like walk. My left knee, like my knees were hurting, and it almost feels like your knees are breaking. I don't know how to explain it. It's scary, and it was so painful. I couldn't, and you can't stretch your legs. I mean, you can't do anything, which goes into another story. Wondering, wow, I wonder if I could have sex, because I didn't have sex, for a long time. And I had this boyfriend that was in town that I haven't seen, and he was been a boyfriend for a long time. He lives in Holland though, and he comes to visit every once in a while, and we've kept in touch. And it was like 11 years ago that actually we were together, and it's like every 4 years or whatever he comes to visit. It's whatever, it is what it is. But yeah, we fell in love, but he's much younger, and then he had to go back to Holland, and he was opening up a business, and we just had 2 different lives, and I had my kids, and he was still young, and whatever, how those things go, which Anyway, to get back to it, he came and visited me, and we were just going to hang out and stuff. And, you know, I had no pressure. He wasn't going to, you know, push sex on me if I didn't want to. It I kind of wanted to because out of curiosity to see, because I hadn't had sex in a long time. And it was bad. I started bleeding. He had to stop in the middle. And what I was thinking about stretching, like, you can't even stretch your legs or move. Like, you're so, like, I'm normally, I could do gymnastics. I'm flexible. I could bend and put my my legs over my head and everything. Not to sound like, you know, whatever. This video is serious. I'm not trying to make this an X-rated video about sex or anything, but it is a topic some of you might be wondering about. But yeah, my muscles and my body were so sore. He tried to pick my legs up, and I was like, ah, ah. And he must have thought like, oh my God, I'm killing this girl. And it was just, I mean, I can't even stretch my legs out. This is how bad. And this was a couple weeks ago, so this was recent, since I've had the pain and the symptoms where my body aches so bad and my muscles hurt so bad that I can't even stretch my legs or anything. It's so bad. And I can't, like, my knees, and when I walk, it hurts to bend my knees. It's really bad. So I'm thinking about getting off this medication. Back to the sex thing. There was some oral, which was fine, of course. You know, that was nothing. It was, you know, of course it was something, but I mean, it wasn't painful. And then, you know, finger, which his fingers are not big, they're little. And that was hurting. He tried to do intercourse. He couldn't even put it all the way in. I had to make him stop. And we tried, I mean, for a few seconds or whatever it was. And I was like, oh my God, there's blood coming out on the sheets. And so that freaked me out. I was like, oh my gosh, I maybe I'm not supposed to have sex after the surgery. I don't even know. I don't think I even asked the surgeon if I was allowed to have sex. So then I was like afraid, because I'm like, oh no, maybe I wasn't supposed to have sex yet. But it's been like 4 months. It's June, and I had it in February. So February, March, April, May. Yeah, it's been 4 months. So I figured by now maybe I would be okay. So I called the surgeon the next day because I was worried in Dallas, and talked to him, and I asked him if I could have sex. And he said, yeah, sure, it should be no problem. You should be able to have sex. And I said, well, no, that's not the case, and that it hurt really bad, and that I started bleeding. And he goes, oh, well, do you have a disease or something? Which was kind of a stupid remark, I thought. And I said, yeah, I have a disease. I have cancer. It's like, what the hell question is that? I have a disease. So anyway, he said, well, you know, which was going to go to a gynecologist anyway. He said, well, maybe you should go to a gynecologist and see what's going on up there. And he goes, well, it could be from the surgery. He goes, maybe because it's all connected down there. He goes, but I wouldn't think you would have a problem with sex. But, you know, then again, he goes, you could always have oral sex if, you know, that's the case. And it's like, okay. He really didn't give me much of a answer, put it that way. So I'm going to the gynecologist Tuesday. Today's Sunday. Tonight's Sunday. And I mean, tonight's Saturday night, I'm sorry. Tomorrow's, well, it is Sunday because it's past midnight actually. Yeah. So I have an appointment now. I made an appointment for this week. I'm going to go see the gynecologist, and then I'll let you know what the results are with that. And I did not take my chemo pills today. I started 3 days ago. I got them at night in the mail. They come every, couple weeks in the mail. And the doctor said, well, decrease it to 3 instead of 4, because he was going to increase it to 4. And I said, no, I can't, because I'm having really bad side effects, and I can't even, like, walk. It's so bad. So he said to take 3 and just keep it at 3, but I'm having problems at 3, so I don't know. I did not take my medication today. I know the doctor's not going to like that. And I'm going to try to take 3 pills actually right now and see, but I'll let you know how it goes. And I think I pretty much told you the story up until now. Hopefully I covered everything that you might be wondering about. And next time you see me, it'll be another day. I did all these, 7 videos in one night. So just to let you know the history of my colon cancer story and what I'm going through. All right, signing off.